Hi guys, Goat here. Welcome to FPV Goat. Today I'm going to be replacing a 2-position switch, which is actually my arm switch, on the Taranis X9 Lite radio. I dropped it on the floor the other day and of course the switch bent and I couldn't leave it alone. I had to try to straighten it out and it broke. So sourcing a switch for the X9 Lite, at least anything that was labeled for the X9 Lite, so I ended up buying a switch for the Taranis X9D, and we're going to hope that that will fit in the X9 Lite and work as it should. Pretty basic switch, so it should be okay, but we'll find out for sure. All right, let's get on. So here you can see we've got a broken switch, and we're going to try to get to that to replace it. I've never had this radio apart, so it's going to be a little bit of a learning experience. Take out the batteries. And it looks like 4 screws. And let's see if we can shake those out. We've got all 4. Shove those over there so they don't roll around. Now the back will lift right off. Perfect. I will unplug this battery connector just to get this out of the way. And here is our broken switch. Looks like I need to loosen this nut on here. Okay, let's get a different tool. Okay, I'm going to just try to gently loosen up this nut without marring it up at all. That is a tough nut to crack. It's coming though. I really like my X9 Lite. It seems to work really well. I'm not sure about the access hardware yet. I've had some issues trying to set that up. Well, had some issues setting up the access hardware, so I really not even used that. Still using the D16. There's our nut. Okay, we'll put that over there. Let's put the switch out. Well, just a snug fit where it goes through the hole there. Okay, you can see there's 2 plugs on there. Let's get the new switch, which this is actually for a Taranis X9D, but I could not source one specifically for the X9 Lite. So I'm hoping this will fit. They seem to be similar size. See if okay, I think they're going to be okay, so we can unplug wires. Do they unplug? They do not. They are soldered. Okay, so we're going to have to solder this one on. Well, let's see if we can get this whole plug right out of here. Which one is it? This one seems to be on top. Here it is. Oh, all three switches use the same plug. Well, that's not real handy now, is it? Okay, we're just going to leave it like this. That should give us enough room to work. And we will unsolder that, put on some fresh, as you can see. Hopefully you can see that. We've got solder joints on there. But it looks like our new switch is going to work. Hopefully this will fit through the hole. Oh, yes, it's going to be snug, but it will go. Beautiful. All right, let me get my soldering iron set up, and we'll change the wires over. All right, iron's plugged in. Let's get it warmed up. I think I'm going to go around 400 degrees centigrade with this. They're fairly large little pads on there. If I have to, I'll just cut the wires, but I'm hoping to just be able to desolder it. Including my tip. What do we have here? We probably use silver solder, which is a pain in the butt. Okay, we got the first one. And now for the second one. Good, we got it. Okay. Let's get ourselves a little clamp here to hold this for us. Okay, and I will get some solder. I've been using this Alpha Fry rosin core solder, and I have to say I really like this stuff. It works really well. Now let's see if we can tin these pads. We're going to need one of the on pads and the center pad. Easy peasy. Okay. And we're going to put our I should actually get some fresh heat shrink for that, because that will never fit. And we'll just need a couple of small pieces of this. Let's go about like that. Okay. And down over the wires. Here's the other one. Here's the other one. I think I'll put some fresh tin on my wires too. There. And we'll do a simple quick touch. Black in the center. That wasn't how I wanted it. Black in the center. And red on the top. And that was simple. Okay. Now we'll slide up our heat shrink. And I got too much solder on that one. So let's put a little rosin on there. And hopefully we can get rid of some of that with just a little bit of heat. There we go. Much better. Now, as you can see, there's a smaller blob. All right. Now we'll bring up our heat shrink, slide it on there, and I'm just going to use my iron to shrink that down. Okay, and there is our new switch soldered in. There is our new switch with a red wire and our black wire soldered in. Now we just need to get it in place. So I'll take off the nut off of this one. And before I tuck my wires back in place, I'll get it through. And we'll get the nut on there. And now, let's see if we can make sure we don't want our wires to interfere with the gimbals. So we'll stick them down in here. Like so. Maybe just a little poke. And voila! Nothing should interfere. Looks good. So, now we have our new 2-position switch in place. Let me just snug up that nut. That feels tight. So we are good to go. Now all we need to do is plug our battery back in. Whoops. Plug our battery right back in here. And we can, everything fits perfect. Well, that was very, very simple. Drop in the screws. You get out of there before you get lost. Oh, I'm going to lose screws before I get done here. Screw in the hole. Screw in the hole. Screw in the hole. And screw in the hole. And now we can tighten these up. And our work here will be done. And that's that. And we'll pop our batteries back in. Let's turn on our transmitter. I don't know if you can see that. Probably not. You can see our switch is working. So wonderful. We have our arm switch back. And I guess that will wrap it up for another video. Join us next time, and we'll see what's next in our adventures.